Welcome back. You're watching India Markets Close on NDTV Profit. Let's welcome in our technical guest, Nagaraj Shetti, Technical and Derivative Research Analyst with HDFC Securities. So firstly, coming to you, the Nifty benchmark has been continuously declining for the second consecutive session. For a brief period, we also went below the 25,950 level, which is one of the key levels coming in for the benchmark. What are the support levels that you're seeing at this moment, and do you expect a recovery in the next series, that is the January series?
Hi, good afternoon. Market has been in a consolidation mode over the last few sessions, and basically in a range at the higher levels. 26,200, 300 is offering a strong resistance. Selling pressure is coming. At the same time, at the lower levels, buying is emerging from the high bottoms, high tops. So that is indicating that I'm not expecting any bigger decline from here onwards. 25,800 is going to be a strong support for the market, and I'm expecting Nifty to bounce back from the lower levels and to move towards the hurdle of around 26,200, 300 again in the near term.
And how are you looking at the Nifty Bank Index? Any views on that front?
Yeah, bank is also showing consolidation movement. If you look at last 2-3 weeks, price action is rather than more of a time correction, rather than any severe price correction. This consolidation movement during a strong uptrending movement more often results into an uptrend continuation pattern. So sooner or later, I'm expecting a decisive breakout of around 59,400, 59,500 levels in the next at least 1 week.
Okay, so that's with regards to Nifty and Bank Nifty. Nagaraj, what would your top picks be?
Yeah, I have 2 picks from one is HEG. Chartically, HEG has been in a larger consolidation phase. Recently moved up very well, placed at the edge of breakout of the important resistance somewhere around 602, 603 levels. One can look to buy at this point of time. Currently trading around 603.90 or 604, and immediate upside target would be around 635. One can place a stop loss at 590. Second one is Shipping Corporation of India. Chartically, Shipping Corporation has been in a severe downtrend over the last few months, and recently it has witnessed an important bottom reversal in the last week and bounced back. The overall chart pattern is indicating more upside in the near term. So currently trading around 232.50, one can look to buy at this point of time. Immediate target would be around 245. One can place a stop loss at 225.
Okay, so that's with regards to SCI. In fact, that's been on an uptrend this morning. And again, one of the beneficiaries of that 45,000 crore, announcement that the government has made towards shipbuilding companies. And in addition to that, HEG, as Nagaraj mentioned, you have a Graphite India, which is also trading in the positive. But let's also get in.
Well, but now time for some newsmakers of the day. Mahima is here with the list. Mahima, which stocks are there on your radar?
Right, so Shahid, I'll start with Sigachi Industries, where the MD and CEO, Mr. Amit Raj Sinha, has been remanded in connection with an investigation. Now, this case relates to a fire incident that happened in Hyderabad on 30th of June 2025, and the investigation is currently ongoing. Of course, the business continuity, the company has said that the operations and daily activities continue normally. The other counter in focus is Timex Group. It did hit an intraday high of almost 10% in trade today. The promoter is around 4.5% stake, and overall the stakes will have created a negative momentum for the investors. FIs, however, have raised their stake from 0.1% to 1.6% in the last couple of months. The last one is Solar World Energy Solutions, which has received an LOA from solar EPC project from NTPC Renewable. The order is for 250 megawatt grid connected for solar PV project. The order value is around 725 odd crores, and the project is to be completed in 26-27. So these are the 3 newsmakers on my radar today.
Solar World and even Timex Group comes into the scene. Any of these technical charts, anything, Nagaraj, looking good here? Yeah.
I think, Timex is not showing that much of a positive indication on the chart. I'll better to wait for some more clarity to give any suggestions on this stock.
Okay, so in fact the Timex OFS subscription is also pretty good in trade. Pankaj, any view on
exchanges from Hunasa Consumer, which says that The promoter Varun has bought around 18.5 lakh shares from open market, that is around 0.6% of equity, at a price of around 270 rupees. So a total block deal that they have done is around 50 odd crore rupees. And post this, the promoter holding increases to around 32.45%, from 32.45% to 32.54% as per the release. That's one cover confirmed that has come in just few minutes of we mentioning it. Let's ask our guest any view on Honasa Consumer. Firstly, Pankaj, any fundamental view on Honasa Consumer?
Sorry, don't track the company.
And on the technical side, Nagaraj, how's the charts looking like for the counter?
Yeah, chart, it has bounced back very well from the lower levels around 255, 250 to 55 has proved to be a strong base for the stock price in the near term. And it has, the way it has bounced back looks like some more upside would be there, at least for the short term. From here onwards, I think 290, 92 is going to be the strong resistance on any upside from here onwards.
Right, but now let's speak about metal on the wall. Tell me, is there any alpha left at all? So let's see what the metal is all about. We have seen so much volatility coming in the metal space. So we have created the overall movement, how the metal space has gone up. Let's just show the data to you first and see the volatility which has come in. This is the last 1 month, it's up 5%. 2025, it's up 25%. The people who have taken this exposure, congratulations to them. But let's move on and see other data. What's more important for the metal space? The momentum continues for the 6th consecutive year, and this is the long-term charts I'm talking about. But see the volatility. On the other side, it's red. That's a concerning part, but this is the best year of gains since 2021. Moving on, we see why the outperformance has been there for the metal pack, and we could see the important reasons for it. And this performance, it is shining so much on the screen, including my eyes. It's coming very hard. 48% it's up, 1 month return coming in. Hindustan Zinc also up 25%. These are not 5-year returns, these are 1 month returns. That is the movement which we are seeing in the markets, and of course globally also so much volatility is happening. But will this sparkle continue? That's the question we are asking. And of course there are some movements happening. Vedanta is in the red. Silver prices is up 48% in past 1 month. Looking at other stocks, Hindustan Zinc, it's India's only integrated listed silver company, but today the story remains different. Silver contributes roughly 40% to the profitability. These are the facts which you are looking at, but today there is profit booking happening, and Vedanta has gained because of its demerger overhang as well, and stake held in the Hindustan Zinc. Vedanta holds roughly 62% stake in Hindustan Zinc. And these are the key reasons why there is a jump happening. Hindustan Copper is still holding up. It's in the green. It's up 3%. The LME copper prices are up 14% this month itself, and we are seeing that rub-off effect happening. And they are also a sole vertically integrated producer of copper. Now they are owning all the operating mine lease of copper ore in India as well. So you can see how monopoly is playing out. Nalco, they are also beneficiary for rising aluminium demand and aluminium prices. And Hindalco also, the same order effects kick in, and that's what we are seeing. Also, the valuation picture currently is at 9.6 times EV EBITDA. The Nifty Metal Index, the 3-year average is 9.1. It's expensive. Now, if it's expensive, should you book your profits or should you stay put? All the non-ferrous counters, they are trading above the 3-year average valuations as well, and that's where the concern starts coming in. And these are the valuation pictures you can see on the wall, and it's getting expensive, and also expensive. So yes, things are expensive, and analyst consensus, of course, it will be a downward potential because they have already run up, and it seems like it's a time to book profits. But Nagaraj, I want to get you on this. Medium-term setup, of course, all the technical analysts say the strength is there, but good time to book profits?
For non-ferrous, yes, it is, because they are run up very well in the recently. Better to book profit at the higher levels and wait for some decent corrections. But other side, base metals, in fact, like Tata Steel, they have not participated in the rally recently, and in fact, the Tata Steel chart is indicating a range-bound action. Today, it has made an attempt of upside breakout, even SAIL as well, recently moved up from the lower levels. I think these stocks are likely to outperform in the near term.
Regards to the metal names that we are watching out for, but very quickly, this is going to be interesting because this will actually enhance the capabilities of the armed forces, and the acceptance of necessities do include the loiter munition system for artillery regiments, on the back of which a stock like Solar Industries is the one that you should be watching out for. Let's pull up that one on the screens and see what that is doing in trade. Apart from Solar Industries, on the low level lightweight radars, you have a BEL that will be in focus, so watch out for that counter. On the long range guided rocket ammunition for Pinaka multiple launch rocket system, stocks like L&T, BEML and BEL. These are the three names that you should be watching out for. For the drone detection, you have Zen Technologies and Paras Defense. For the procurement of bollard pull tugs, you have Astra Microwave, GRSE, that is Garden Reach, Cochin Shipyard and a Mazgon Dock that remain in focus. So these are all of the names that you should be watching out for, in terms of the defense names. Nagaraj, a quick view that these counters are trading under pressure today, and a fundamental news that has come in so far with the approval of 79,000 crores worth of outlay. Would you be a buyer of any of the defense names at current levels?
Yes, certainly buy on dips is going to be a better strategy because currently most of the defense stocks are showing consolidation moment. I think they have moved up from the lower levels recently over the last 1 week, and this is just a consolidation. I think I am expecting that the defense sector has formed the important bottom reversal recently after underperforming a while. So this is going to be a buying opportunity on any dips or any current market. Better to start your buying in defense stocks.
Right. Let's also get in Anushi with more details. Anushi, I believe Bharat Electronics is one counter that is standing out and could be the major beneficiary of the new order.
Right, so Bharat Electronics is a key name that is appearing for a lot of these proposals that we are looking at, and it's a size of 79,000 crore that Defence Acquisition Council has approved today. So it's a big size and a big number that we are looking at. Now this includes for Indian Armed Forces as well to enhance the capabilities over here. Firstly, if you're talking about increasing the procurement for loitering munition system for artillery regiments, which includes the likes of Solar Industries, low-level lightweight radars is something where Bharat Electronics is a key player that we should be focusing on, whereas for long-range guided rocket ammunition for Pinaka multiple launch rocket system, L&T, BEML, BEL are the stocks in focus. Well, if you look at something like drone detection, your Zentech and Paras Defense have increased their focus on comparatively and want to increase their contribution also going forward. In the Indian Navy space, they want to increase their procurement for bollard pull tugs, along with that high-frequency software-defined radio also. So a lot of these shipbuilding names like GRSE, Cochin Shipyard, Mazgon Dock, along with that in radars, Astra Microwave are the names that you should be focusing on. While for procurement of automatic takeoff landing recording system and Astra Mk2 missiles, BEL and Bharat Dynamics are the names that you should be watching out for. And for simulators, of course, that's the last piece that we are seeing. Zentech is another name that you should be focusing on. Do note that in earlier DAC proposals, 79,000 crore was approved in October, while 69,000 crore was approved in August 25, and in July we saw about a record number of 1.05 lakhs. Summing this all up, it adds to more than 3 lakh crore worth of proposals being accorded this year itself. So this is the overall picture that we have for defense.
Thank you, Anishi, for that roundup coming in for the defense names that stand to benefit. Nagaraj, quickly, what would be your BTST calls?
Yeah, BTST, I'm continuing with the same stocks that I discussed a while ago. HEG is in a strong momentum at the big breakout point, currently trading around 600 levels. One can look to buy upon around 635 is going to be the target as mentioned. Second one is Shipping Corporation. It just started to move up after my discussion, and the target remains intact around 245 levels initially. That can be looked upon for the short term or at least for the BTST.
Alright, thank you very much Nagaraj and Pankaj for giving your time and giving both technical and fundamental views. But now we move towards the closing of the market. Of course, a lot of sector rotation was happening today, but the sentiment is still on